Hi, my name is Russell.
And my name is Emma, your other co-host, and here we are again with See What Sticks.
A podcast about everything and nothing.
Da, 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 da.
Show. Okay, so I just put that in there so now I can edit that through. Because this is going to be like two of them, which is just...
Curtain roll. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Hey, hey.
What is that?
I don't even know.
Okay, so...
I got a flu shot last year. And that sucker hurt, and I really don't complain about shots too much, and they never have hurt me, but, it was at a particular pharmacy that all of us are probably familiar with, and they have a minute clinic, wink, wink, and anyway, I don't know if the nurse was just like, here, let me just drive this into your arm, or what was going on, but that sucker hurt, and my arm was killing me for, a week afterwards, and then this year, my new job, thank you, gives out free flu shots basically, and it didn't hurt in the slightest bit. It was like it didn't even happen. So
my mom gives me flu shots. She gives me baby needles because I don't like needles. When I was a kid, she used to give me my flu shots in my butt while I was asleep. That's a real thing.
I have no words.
Hey, I'm really terrified of needles. I'm
glad I'm dating such a big, strong man.
Okay, needles,
makes me feel
home
real
invasion.
Great. I feel like if someone broke into our house, you'd be like, oh my god, Emma!
No, needles, home invasion, brain aneurysms, and alligators are like the scariest
Why
thing.
are brain aneurysms scary? If you're having one, you're probably not really there to
It's like a heart attack, but in your brain.
Well, no duh.
Because with a heart...
my grandmother passed away from.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they're
Was
scary.
she the one on the airplane who...
Yeah, the airplane grandmother. Anyway.
Her grandma was an airplane.
What?
You said, that's the airplane grandmother, one of them.
No, it's just particular stories that, again, I'm not going to get into, but,
But no,
shots, man.
See, that's why I'm scared of a brain aneurysm or a heart attack, something random, because they can strike at any time. You don't know what's happening, but with a brain aneurysm, it's just lights out sometimes. But with a heart attack, you kind of know, and you can...
Yeah, heart attacks actually are really excruciatingly painful from what I've heard.
But you can survive a heart attack, or yes. A lot of people do. But a brain aneurysm, that's scariest thing ever.
You can survive a brain aneurysm. It's just not as likely as that of a heart attack for survival rates, I'm sure.
Because your brain's your most important organ. You just gave me the grossest face.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
When I said most important organ, you just gave me this face
The heart is the most important organ.
Definitely not.
I'm joking. Oh my god.
If you have one sense to get rid of, what would you get rid of? The sense of smell, sight.
The sixth sense.
I get rid of my psychic abilities.
Oh man, I love food, so I really couldn't do the whole taste thing.
But if you get rid of the sense of smell, you also lose a lot of your taste.
Probably my...
You get rid of hearing? I love music too much.
I love music, but there's a lot of new alternatives for deaf people in the music field. So I feel like there's a lot to be learned and experienced in the music industry with people who cannot hear. And so I don't know. I feel like if I had to lose something, it would be hearing, because I love my sight, because I love being able to see things, and I think being that it would happen now that I've lived my life with all of my senses, I think it would be harder for me to go blind rather than to go deaf. Because I've just gotten so used to this world where I've seen everything, that I've lived up to this point. It'd be so hard to lose that, I think, more so than hearing.
I feel like
you can still experience a lot of... you can still experience a lot of stuff if you're blind. It's just... I think going blind would be harder for me.
I think it's just...
Personally.
Well, I think anyone with disability like that, their life is very difficult, but I think blindness might be one of the harder ones, just because my question is, when you're blind, how do you pick out your clothes? I know it's a dumb question, or with money.
If someone's blind and listening to this,
I'd love to know.
Please tell us. I know it's super personal,
or if you know someone who's blind,
it's just something that it is a question.
Yeah, I've known people who are blind before. But I've never really gotten the cojones up to really ask, because I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, I don't want to be totally nosy. But then again, I'm maybe they would rather someone ask rather than just speculate. I don't know. See, again, I'm not in that position to even understand how I would feel about certain things. So
my biggest questions for someone who is blind is, so I know when people are blind, if you're born blind, you learn like that. That's your universe. Mm-hmm. But if you say, like me, you go blind in your 20s, what like
Okay,
what?
well, you didn't go blind in your
But like,
20s, but like,
no, you know what I mean. If
Yeah.
that was something that happened tomorrow, what would you like? How would you rebuild?
very slowly, I'm sure. I mean, it's just like people who get into car accidents and like all that kind of
Lose
stuff.
their legs or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like things happen
Oh.
and you just have to rebuild.
To answer the question, I would lose my sense of smell.
I couldn't do it.
See, my reason is one, if I went deaf, it's very difficult to speak. Once you go deaf,
Yeah, I guess I could see that too.
a lot of
I
like
love
your
to talk.
speech can deteriorate because you're not hearing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Blind. I'm in the film industry. That would really destroy my.
Here is a good question for you, actually, speaking of these kind of questions. How would you rather die? Burning, drowning, or freezing?
Freezing.
Freezing.
I was listening to another podcast recently that asked the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this. It was actually another like kind of comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you drown, you feel your lungs explode, or you feel something with your
I've
lungs.
heard that. Yeah, that horrifies me.
I thought
Like,
when you drown, you kind of just go to sleep
No.
underwater.
it's traumatic as all get out from what I've heard. I'm like, that's like one of the more traumatic ones because
See-
burning is almost like it's not almost immediate, but it's quite fast.
See,
Depending on the
freezing,
fire.
I feel like you kind of just go to sleep because I've been really cold before.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, your body just kind of starts shutting off with freezing. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like hypothermia. So I could only imagine that, like, that's probably what
See,
happens.
I've had hypothermia before, like quite bad
Yeah.
hypothermia from sailing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's horrible and it hurts because your nerves are going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like out of those three, I mean, I choose none. Can I have none? Can I have like laying in bed?
Yeah. I think.
Laying
Oh,
in bed?
goodness, excuse me.
Laying in bed with like a big Panera panini, and then you just like, you
Panini.
close your eyes and it's over.
I like how that's your thing. A panini. What's your last dying wish? A panini.
Last dying wish, superpowers.
Nah. Too much extra. There's like a lot of stuff that goes on with
Okay,
that,
wait.
though.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be? You only get one, so like
Mind control.
you'd have mind control.
Yes. Oh my goodness. If I could just make people do things for the hell of it, I totally would. I would have my own sadistic comedy out of that.
Would,
if I'm gonna be
would
honest.
would you use it to like take advantage of people, or would you?
If I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not gonna lie right now and be like, no, never. I would do it
No.
for the good of the world. No, that's not me. I would find it funnier than hell if I could just make someone like straight up pee themselves in front of her.
Well, that's
Like
not
there are some people
mind
that-
control. Isn't like body control. You could
can though.
you could be like pee now.
I would. I so would. You know, there's some people in my life that I'm just like, I'd really love to make you shit your pants with this entire crowd of people right
So,
now.
I 100% understand that. I think
Mhm.
mine. Everyone's like, oh, I'd love to fly. I'd like this. I want.
I'm horrified of heights.
See,
Flying would be the worst thing
I
for
would
me.
like instant regeneration. So that means just like if you get like stabbed or shot, you're like Wolverine, you instantly heal. I think that one would be really cool because I would make money off of that. I would go on those ones like America's Got Talent, have someone
Mhm.
shoot me in the head, and you instantly get back up. They don't know you have superpowers. You just won that game instantly. Or you have someone
Yeah.
come up to you with a samurai sword and they like stab you
Is
through
this
the.
what goes through your mind? I guess I can't say anything because I
But-
always think about people themselves.
But like you go up to someone with a samurai sword, you go right through the chest. They take it out. You're like, hey.
that's awkward.
See, I would use it for that. Or have you ever had those moments where you're like, I don't know, maybe I do because there's something wrong with me. But like, have you ever been one of those like, if I had superpowers right now, I could totally like cheat on this test, or I could like rob a bank, or I could do these other
I've
things.
never thought anything
Really?
like that. No.
And I'm not the
I've
kind
thought
of-
about like, oh wow, if only I could just make this person do this one thing. I am a horrible person. In
See,
that aspect,
I
but
don't want to control people. I'm just like, I mean, I know stealing.
There's some
What's
people
wrong?
that just really cross me in my life, and there's some people already like that I work with that have crossed me immensely, and I'm like, wow. Sometimes I just look at them and be like, trip and fall.
Jesus.
Like not down a flight of stairs or anything, just like like on a flat piece of ground. I mean, they're not gonna get that injured.
That's twisted.
Okay, but I'm a very spiteful person. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm this high on my horse because let me tell you, I am the most spiteful person I know. I think.
Really?
Oh my goodness, yes. Like,
Okay.
most definitely, probably the most spiteful person that I know.
Okay, my thing is what I understand that like the wanting to control people. Mine is just like so. I mean, yeah, stealing is ultimately wrong. All that stuff is wrong. But there's like those moments where you're like, when you like watch movies and stuff, you're like, oh wow, they just robbed that bank and they got away with it, like Ocean's 11 kind of thing. Or you do these like
Yeah.
heists.
Yeah.
If you have instant regeneration in your body, you could walk into a bank,
Yeah.
not like hurt anybody, just walk in, walk, like, if you have instant regeneration, you can punch through a wall and it wouldn't technically hurt you because you would insta-heal.
Yeah.
You do these things, then you just go in the bank vault, you take $100,000, you walk right out, and people try to do that. You try to, like, get locked up in jail. You just, like, basically bust through a wall. You're unstoppable.
Yeah.
You know how, I mean, I guess if you made money off of your insta-healing, you wouldn't need to rob a bank.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty sweet so grande.
Yeah.
Like cake.
What's your favorite cake flavor?
Red velvet. Which I know is like vanilla or chocolate, right?
What's your favorite cake flavor, listeners? Oh, wait. My favorite, too.
They answered just now.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they just answered.
Cool. Mine would...
Okay, wait. I don't know if everyone listening to this...
Thanks for letting me answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel so loved.
No,
oh my
go
God,
for it.
I guess my answer doesn't mean anything to you.
I'm sorry.
I guess next time you eat a cake from me, like, well, I don't know her favorite. I'll just get my favorite, red velvet. La 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 la.
Okay, continue. What is your favorite cake flavor? No, yours is pumpkin spice, probably.
No, actually.
Really?
Only during the fall season, yes. I am a basic white bitch, and I will own it. I love pumpkin spice. But we ain't pumpkin spice season anymore. We in peppermint mocha season. Actually, I like the caramel brulee latte from Starbucks. Cough, cough, wink, wink.
So, what's your favorite?
My favorite cake flavor, honestly, is probably, like, almond, which is kind of like the wedding cake flavor. Yeah, it's like a French vanilla almond kind of.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, my goodness. I could die over that cake, honestly.
I know this company doesn't, like, sponsor podcasts, and we don't have enough followers to get sponsored.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing bunt cakes. I don't know if that's a thing everywhere in the United States.
I don't even know.
There's one by where we go to school.
Okay,
and there's
that
one
totally just gives away where you go to school. Come on, man.
But there's also one by where I live. And then I saw another one when I was driving in another, like, location not near where I go to school or where I live. So I'm thinking they're like a national chain, or at least
it's at least like
spoiler alert, we live in the Midwest of the United States. But maybe it's a Midwestern thing.
It could be. It could be very much so a Midwesterner thing.
Okay, wait. Emma makes fun of me.
Yeah,
because of certain things.
Super strangely to me.
I say the word, so you know the word both.
Okay.
I say it with an L.
Here
like
we go, y'all.
both.
I'm gonna spell it out for you so you can say it by yourselves. How do you say the word B-O-T-H? I'm gonna give you a minute to say it. All right. Now that you said it, say it out loud.
It's both. I know it's not.
Both. There is no L. It is not B-O-L-T-H. It is B-O-T-H. Both.
Okay. I understand if you're going about it like
you mean
phonetically.
You understand according to your cameras? I forgot about that. Oh my God.
No, wait.
Story
No.
time. No. Okay, this could be a second part. Alright, so my family is like super, super cool, and we do like some really cool stuff. And so we, for this year, had like these awesome monthly parties. Kind of like periods.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody got together. And my family, and we did like something. Every party had like a theme to it. So we had like a redneck trailer attached murder mystery party. We had a Halloween party, and we had a paint party as one of them. So Russell came to that paint party. We were all having like a super duper great time, and life was like pretty great. And Russell did this like super cool painting, and it was kind of like a schnauzer, but he's like a sailor schnauzer, and like I don't really remember what it was supposed to say. What was it supposed to say?
I don't remember, but it was when you see it's like the Pinterest artwork of the sailors, and they have the tattoo above their eye, and then underneath on the other side with the little anchor and the teardrops, where it's just sort of that style.
Yeah, just like kind of the rugged, like old sailor kind of look to it. Well, anyway, he tried to do that with a schnauzer, and he tried to put something with the word understand in it, and I think he got so carried away with trying to focus on how his lettering looked.
I said unstand.
He forgot the E and the R, and nobody realized until it had dried, and we were all just kind of standing there, and one of my cousins actually was the one that pointed out, and my God, I don't think I've laughed that hard in a while. I was in tears. I still almost go into tears when I think about it, because it's just like, I have done that. That's why it's so funny to me, and I'm sure we've all done something similar with projects, where you just get so engrossed in what you're doing that you totally just miss
space
the
out.
bigger picture.
Yeah.
And so now I always I'm like, do you understand? It's my favorite argument piece. Oh, that's my dog barking in the background.
I honestly don't think you can hear with this because we're in the car.
I think you can if you listen very carefully, but
that's going to get edited out.
It's alright.
But, so, I think What that Oh yeah, I don't even know where we were going. That totally caught me off. Where we were? Oh, cake. We were talking about nothing but cakes. But okay, so this
we were talking about how talking. We were talking about nothing but cakes. We were talking about things that you say versus what I say. Wow,
I
guys,
like lemon cake.
Really have a great track.
Okay,
I do know
so
you like lemon
talking.
cake.
So one of the biggest things that I have found dating Emma is that there's certain words I say like, so when you get like a shopping bag, I say bag, like bag with a really long A, like bag, and how do you say it?
Bag.
Yeah, she says it like more
Go
short.
get the bag, and he's like big. Go get the big. Basically, is what he's like. That's a really drawn out version, but it's very much how he says it.
What's
and,
another thing?
Anything with an A. So hacky sack, backpack.
Oh wait. So the tailgate game where you have the two boards with the hole in it and you throw the bean bags back and forth. That's called bags.
That's called cornhole.
Cornhole sounds like something really gross.
See,
that's
only
like
if you make it out that way. If you're like a
when I think
standard
cornhole,
Midwestern child that's not from where you're at, it's cornhole. Like that's
when
a
I
B
think
game.
of a cornhole, I think of a glory hole that someone stuck corn through. That you're just like think of let's all visualize a glory hole with a corn on the cob going through it. That'd be an interesting surprise for everyone. It's a tasty snack.
I just can't.
Oh wait, is corn a vegetable or a grain?
It depends.
Really?
I believe it depends. So there are two types of corn, believe it or not, and a lot of people don't know this. So most of the corn that you see in the quote unquote corn belt in the Midwest is a green corn, and it's a hard corn. It's not the kind of corn that we eat. It's actually a corn that is harvested strictly for either ethanol production or something of that nature, or also used for livestock feed. Now, the corn that we eat is a sweet corn, and that is grown from a totally different strain and everything else. It's a totally different species of corn, and that is the edible corn that we consume. And so, in my opinion, I think that the sweet corn that we consume is a vegetable, and then that the hard kernel corn that is made for livestock is a grain.
Oh, well,
that's my opinion. I couldn't tell you a scientific fact about it enough to know, but I just know that there's a difference between the corns.
Yeah. But, a corn glory hole, that's...
Okay.
When you say cornhole, that's legitimately where my mind goes.
Mine just goes to the beanbag game, because that's, what I did, growing up as a child.
Not cornholing?
Yeah, no. I'm not even... No.
But...
no, what's another one?
Have you seen Arrested Development?
You keep, trying to get me to watch it, and I just don't find it funny.
There's this thing called the cornballer, and whenever I think of cornhole, I think of the cornballer.
I saw that episode.
Don't touch it, it's hot.
Alright.
Okay.
But no, another word that you, frequently use is, like I said, anything with the A is very weird. Let me go get my snack for my backpack, and I'm gonna go play hacky sack. You almost sound like you're from Minnesota. It's like an almost Minnesotan accent.
It's like Minnesota. And what is it? Minnesotian?
I think it's Minnesotan.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Let's see. It's Kentuckian, right?
I was gonna say something. I was gonna be like, it's heck.
No, is it Tennessean? I feel like it's really long.
Florida is Floridian. That's kind of cool.
Yes, Floridian. I like
for
that
California,
word.
it's Californian. What's Illinoisan? An Illinoiser? Illinoising?
It's an Illinoisan.
Illinoising.
You're Illinoising me. Ohio is.
I'm from Chicago, so
Buckeye.
Chicagoan. Yeah.
It's
Indiana.
Ohioan. You can call them Ohioans.
Yeah.
I don't think
Indiana is Hoosier.
Michigan's
What is Michiganian?
I think it's a Michiganer.
Really?
I don't know. I think it's I've always grown up calling them Michiganders. I don't think that's right. I think it's Oh my lord! I don't know that.
Oh my lord!
It was supposed to be word and lord, and it did not come out that way. Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
Wait, what'd you say earlier? You're gonna spung off me or?
Oh shoot! It was oh no!
It's snug or spung.
It was spug.
So yeah, spug off me.
It was supposed to be sponge and I don't know. Basically, it's trying to take something.
No, you're gonna munge off me. It's munch.
Yeah.
It's mooch and sponge.
Yeah.
So it's you're gonna mooch off me and sponge
you're
off
gonna
me.
munge off me. Anywho, so other words that you say that are weird. Oh, this is a debate commonly between us. How do you say the little white thing that you put your letters in and send it in?
You say it first.
No.
Is it envelope or envelope? It's envelope.
I say envelope.
It's envelope.
I say envelope.
Well, you're fucking wrong.
Well, you're a piece of shit. So.
And it's envelope.
It's envelope, okay?
What's another one of those? How do you say the white stuff that comes out of a cow?
Milk. We can both agree on milk.
Some people say milk, and those people are psychopaths.
Milk. I'm gonna go get some milk. Milk. I've heard milk.
What's another one of those things?
When you like clean something, it starts with a W.
Wash.
Yes. So a lot of people near me say wash.
Yeah, that is the thing.
That's a big one. Wash. I'm a wash.
What's the place where they're kind of outdated now, which is really sad, but the place where you go and rent books?
A library.
Yeah, it is a library, but some people say library, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, I do remember that. Okay, this one I still don't really know. I feel like some of you probably have never even used one. It's got one wheel in the front and then two handles in the back, and it's like...
One wheel in the front, two handles? What? Oh, wheelbarrow?
Okay, is it a wheelbarrow or a wheelbarrow?
Wheelbarrow. Oh, no!
I know!
My phone's dead, so I can't look it up.
Mine is too, I think.
See,
I always thought it was a wheelbarrow, because it doesn't make sense, because, like, I think, like, someone
Did
back
they start
in the
as
day,
barrels that they put a wheel on, they put stuff in?
I think, right? But then I'm like, maybe it's a barrow, and there's, like, some weird old farm equipment word for it. Because there are a lot of old farm equipment words that would have that, because, like...
I think it's barrow. I think it's wheelbarrow.
I think it's wheelbarrow. I don't know. And another one is treadmill. I struggled with that so much as a child.
Treadmill?
I always thought it was either treadmill or treadmill.
Oh, it's
treadmill. A lot of people say treadmills. I'm going to go on and get in the treadmills.
Yeah. Those people probably don't use treadmills enough.
Ooh, the things you sleep in. Like the clothes that you sleep in.
Jammies?
Pajamas.
Pajamas.
It's pajamas.
Well, I say my A's different than you.
Yeah, I say pajamas.
Jamie Jams.
Jams. Yeah, jams.
What's another one?
Oh, there's one that I can't remember right now that we always get into it about, and it's just like...
It's like a word that I always use, and you're like, no, you're wrong. I think cornhole is the big one to take away from this.
No, it's not. It's like...
So, if someone's dick is a corn on the cob, what would their balls be? Wait, just what would they be? So if you're gonna cornhole someone, what are the balls on this corn monster?
A husk? I don't see. There's only one husk.
Well, it doesn't have. You know the Rick and Morty thing where it's like a universe where people are.
Everything's corn on the cob.
No, not everything's on a cob. We gotta get out of here. No, it's a universe where everyone evolved from corn. It's like we may be corn of honor. It's
No, I don't think I saw that one. Missed that one.
No, it's from the intergalactic cable one.
Oh shoot! The only one I remember that's from the Plumbus. That's like my favorite one.
Get out of here with my eye holes.
Rick and Morty. It's such a good show.
The best.
The best.
The Bears.
Okay, yep.
If you're a corn, and if your dick is a corn cob, what would your balls be? I'm saying they're potatoes.
What?
Because I'm
they're
thinking
not
about.
Even related.
No. However, when I eat corn on the cob, a lot of times it's like
Then they would be soybeans.
What? That's so little. You have to be proportionate.
Dude, true.
But like, think about like the.
What about baby corn? You need baby corn.
That'd be like 3 points. But okay, wait. Think about it like this. If
the fact that you've thought about this so much scares
I've been
me.
thinking about this the entire time. So, when I eat corn on the cob, a lot of times it's barbecue, right? And a lot of times like when you have barbecue food, like in the summer when you have
get barbecue corn. I'm like, ew.
No, like you have like
you ruin your corn.
No, like you have barbecue, so you have like bratwurst or chicken or pork or beef or whatever, and then you have corn on the cob on the side. Okay. So the balls are potatoes. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are potato balls.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this woman.
Oh my god, the abbreviation for it's VT, and it's on Facebook, and I can't remember like what page it is.
It's probably on YouTube as well.
It could be, but it's like this grandma, and she's like, she just cusses everything out basically, and so she's like, "I'm going to show you how to."
Well, she's a cooking. She's like a
cooking grandma, but it's not like a show. I think it's like something
spoof.
she just does. Yeah, it's like a spoof. Anyway, I've seen her videos before, and Russell had never seen them, and one popped up today on my feed, and I had to show him. So this one was the vegan turducken, and she's like, as some of you may know, the tofuckin, and I don't think I've laughed so damn hard. It's because it's like tofu. I can't remember what it all is. It's like tofu with a bunch of other
It's
weird
like tofu
shit.
with like quinoa in it, and it's wrapped
like
in.
Quinoa,
But I know, but it's like
it just looks
wrapped
like
inside.
shit. She's like, you gotta eat that shit up. Like, she just is like, it's funny. You seriously gotta try and find it. Just type in like old cooking cursing grandma or something.
Just
I'm sure
be
it'll
like,
pop up.
yeah, like old woman cooking spoof.
Honestly, it's kind of how I feel like.
But it's also the meme tag was, when you're vegan AF.
Yeah, but I feel like that's gonna bring a lot of stuff up.
Yeah.
Not hating on vegan people though. Y'all have a very difficult life in today's society. Like, seriously, I feel like it's very
Well,
hard
I think it's getting easier.
It's getting easier, but I think, especially in the Midwest, it's difficult to hold a vegan diet because there just are not a lot of vegan options at our surrounding restaurants.
We're both from the Midwest, and it is just from being in Los Angeles to coming back here. Everyone in the Midwest eats meat and fast food. Yes. Where it's so different other places.
But seriously, we have like nasty winters, dude. I mean, you gotta like survive that stuff like a bear.
Yeah, like a polar bear.
I'm not fat. I'm insulated.
That's what people say before they go on The Biggest Loser. Like, you know, they're like their intro thing. Not hating on fat people, because fat people are the best. So are skinny people. But you know, like on The Biggest Loser, when people are like, "Hi, my name's Paul. I'm 425 pounds, and I'm happy." There's one that's like, "Hi, I'm Hank. I'm well insulated." That'd
be me. My name
that's
Hank.
what mine would be like.
If I lived another life, I'd be like a 500-pound man named Hank. That's how I feel like I'd be. Man, don't get so choked up over there.
I choked up my spit.
Ew.
Okay.
Saliva.
What, I was going to ask people's opinion on something, but I feel like that's like controversial, so I'm not.
Yeah, that's just.
No, I just say in general.
Let's just not.
Okay, what's people's opinion of ketchup? It's disgusting and belongs on nothing.
Whoa, no, that's
ketchup
not controversial. That's
trash.
like the thing.
No, ketchup is like, it's like someone fucked tomato paste into garbage.
You don't like tomatoes?
I like fresh tomatoes. I like marinara.
You can't say shit.
No, tomato paste.
Ketchup.
No, tomato paste.
Say what you want. I love ketchup. You're not gonna convince me either way.
Okay, wait. This is what I think of ketchup. Ketchup is like the excretion. So like, you know, when you're making marinara or you're making like sun-dried tomato stuff, ketchup is like the runoff, like the gross, disgusting runoff from marinara, which is amazing.
I think you just never had good ketchup.
There's like one kind. It's like Heinz, and then there's like whatever else.
Oh my god, you don't know anything about ketchup.
There's like Heinz, and then there's blue and purple ketchup from the 90s.
Oh god, that should never have been a thing. No, it's like Red Gold.
Oh yeah.
You had Red Gold ketchup?
I have had Red Gold.
You're
all right.
Red Gold ketchup is very good. I commend Red Gold. They should sponsor us.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Get your tomatoes.
Type in I love you from my head, tomatoes, dear.
Go to redgold.com, type in, see what sticks, see if you get a discount. If so,
get a free can of tomatoes. Seriously, have you had their fire roasted tomatoes?
I have.
Oh my god, you can make one hell of a chili with those. Let me tell you, chili sounds really good right now. It's cold.
It is cold.
We should go make some chili.
No.
Chili, baby back ribs. Man, what happened to those? Oh, I went to one the other day. Never mind. I get Chi-Chi's and Chili's mixed up.
I have only ever been to a Chili's one time or two times.
You've never been to one.
No, I've been one or two times because there's one kind of close to where I live.
Oh, I see.
But it's reasonably new.
I had never. My goodness, excuse me yawning.
Yeah, I live in Chicago, and there's not Chili's near me, or kinda.
I think I went to my Chili's for the first time, and that was pretty good. I got the something with the Mac. It's like the pasta. I can't remember.
I thought you were gonna say the Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
God, this is why we don't ever get anything done.
Okay, I'm gonna do some math. 1 second. Continue what you. Yeah, I'm gonna do some math. I'm gonna get real high right now, guys.
Hey, will you hold a flashlight so I can pick all that polyfill up in my yard
Nope.
today? Oh, you're really rude.
Nope.
Rude.
Nope. What were you talking about?
Tags. Oh my god, $20 in my pocket.
Wait, what were you gonna talk about?
I don't know. I was gonna say something and totally lost track. We were talking about chilies.
Oh, you were talking about tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Yeah, tomatoes are the bomb. I love tomatoes. I love pickles. I love tuna. I love all food. Except seafood. I really am trying here, but it's hard for me, man. I just can't. There's something about it that I can't get over. I'm trying, but I'm definitely more of a land and air kind of gal. Less sea.
Really? I love seafood. Oh,
I know
just
you
dropped
love
something on my
seafood.
computer.
Damn, just deafing everyone. I can already tell by the way it spiked on that.
Yeah, I'll edit that out. But I don't know why you don't like seafood, but you like tuna, which is the tuna smells,
gross.
looks, and tastes like cat food.
It's the texture thing. It's seriously a texture thing. Seafood is almost too...
It's like flaky.
I mean, the seafood I've even had has not really been flaky. It's like...
That was good in people's ears, the really long F sound there.
The what?
The long F, because you're like, flaky.
I'm thinking, and it just draws everything out, so I'm not like.
I know.
No, it's because seafood almost has like a weird nothing texture. It like
what?
It like I understand the.
It's flaky. That's
no. The seafood I've had is not flaky. What I'm saying is like. Everyone enjoys a good meat that melts in your mouth, unless you're vegan, and again, I totally understand that. Maybe it's
a good tofu that
for
melts in your mouth.
It's a good toe fucking.
Have a good toe fucking this evening.
Alright, anyway, so I understand enjoying something to melt in your mouth, but to me there also has to be some sort of, like, substance to it, and, like, or sustenance. It's substance or
you
sustenance?
should have a swordfish steak. That has sustenance.
Is it sustenance? It's not
substance.
the S word, wow.
Substance.
You and I are really good at English. Anyway, yeah, that's my issue, I think, with most of the seafoods that I've tried. They're too nothing. Like, they're too nothing with texture for me. So I like tuna. Tuna's, like, almost chewy.
Oh.
I love tuna.
It's gross.
And I got ranch-flavored tuna this week.
That's the most Midwestern sentence of all time. I got ranch-flavored tuna.
So excited.
Are you putting Cheez-Its on that ranch-flavored tuna?
No, I'm putting it on club crackers.
No, she likes tuna, or was it you like pickles and vanilla ice cream? Is that your thing?
No, I was saying that I feel like dill pickle flavored ice cream would be very simple to make and actually be pretty tasty. Like, if you really think about it, everyone likes salty and sweet, so why don't you just mix, like, dill pickle juice with vanilla bean ice cream? And I feel like that would actually be fine. I know all of you are like, oh my god. But seriously, I think it sounds like it could be a thing. It could be a hit. It could be one of those one-hit wonders, like those Frito-Lays that are doing, like, all
like Soldier Boy.
Oh, shame.
Shame. Shame.
That's a Game of Thrones reference for
I think
all y'all who
everyone
don't know.
knows that.
I don't think everyone knows that. I know a lot of people haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen Game of Thrones, what are you doing?
Whoa.
Get out of here.
Whoa, no. Okay, so food. Talking about food. Speaking of food, Russ took me to a new restaurant. He and I like to go to a lot of new different places to try all sorts of foods. I mean, it's kind of like you can't go wrong for sure. Food poisoning is not a fun thing, not a joke. But, I mean, we always try and go to new restaurants.
It'll turn your insides into a battlefield.
Yeah, man. We've all had food poisoning at least once.
It's just lava coming out of
it's
all
everywhere.
holes.
I will never forget that night. Oh my god. Mine came from a froyo place. Yikes.
Oh, okay, so restaurant.
Anyway, we went to the Eagle's Nest, and it is a super cool restaurant, and it spins. So you get to this, like, 21st floor or whatever of this hotel, and it's this really, really nice, low-lighted, like, just swanky kind of restaurant, and you get in there, you find your table, it's really low lit, like I said, and they have kind of like colored tea lights everywhere. It's just really nice, and you get to look out on the city at night, basically, for dinner, and it spins, so you get kind of the full 360 view. It is absolutely stunning, the view is. I mean, it just is it moves very slowly, but it's very stunning.
Starting the viewers.
Okay, and the food, oh my god, the food was literally to die for.
But, yes, it was fantastic. No complaints about the restaurant, except our wait staff hostess woman. Mm-hmm. She knew where we were from. We did not say where we were from. His
card did not alert to where we were from.
I made the reservation.
Number did not alert to where he was from.
And I made the reservation from Chicago.
Yes.
Not from where we go to school.
Yes.
And she was like, "Oh, so you guys are from blank blank town where our school is?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, we are." And she's like, "Have you ever been to this bookstore?" And we're both like,
super, like, just not...
it's a super underground, like, indie place.
It's not, like, a very well-known area. It's like a Target kind of thing. It's like a very, just, you only
It's like a
know
hole
it
in the
if you're
wall.
there. Yeah, and so...
She knew.
Yes.
And then we were like, haha, yeah. But the weird thing was, she was just...
She just knew.
She knew, and we were like, how did she know?
Say anything about it. We didn't wear anything from our school. I mean, it's very mind-boggling to me still. It's just crazy. But anyway, back to the actual, like, restaurant food. Oh my god. If you ever in Indy, you gotta go. I mean, I had a frisee salad with goat cheese and candied walnuts, and it's just, oh my god. It was fantastic, just for the starter. And then we had baked brie, but it was like a smoky brie with grapes that had been, like, soaked in balsamic vinaigrette.
Balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just fantastic. And then for the main course, Russell had duck breast, and I had this chicken. Oh my god.
You still have some of that chicken.
I do still have some of that chicken, and garlic mashed potatoes with carrots and asparagus. And then for dessert, we had the creme brulee with lemon zest, and it was probably one of the best desserts I've ever had.
No, yeah, it was
fantastic.
It was incredible. It was so good.
Now that all y'all are starving,
unless
go heat up a mac and cheese, because that's the way to go.
I am not a huge The only way I like mac and cheese is if it's like the homemade kind, and they put like the cheese and the breadcrumbs on top, so it's like a crust.
I hate the breadcrumb.
What?
I hate the breadcrumbs.
I need change in my texture. I need crunchy and soft.
See, that's when you got to do like an al dente noodle, and you can't let them sit too long. If you can't tell, Russell and I are huge foodies. Anything food, we're down for almost immediately.
I have a lot of favorite foods, but I think my favorite dish, like my favorite ensemble, is nice Japanese ramen. I am a fiend for ramen.
You are
Emma
ramen.
can
you always go for ramen any day of the
go
week,
off
any
on
day
it.
of the year.
I will legitimately drive from my house, like where I guess I live, 45 minutes to a ramen place. It's like the best one in the Chicagoland area. Just on a whim, I'm like, I'm getting ramen now. It's happening. And I'll go by myself. Where most of the clientele at this ramen place, because the area in Chicago there's a lot of Asian families. So I'll be like one of the only white guys in there. And it's just like really funny where the last time I went, I was sitting in the waiting area, and the hostess who was seating people was saying like, oh, family of four, this. And then she came back out like 10 minutes later, and she's like, party of one, Russell. And everyone in the waiting room looks at me, and I'm like, yep, I'm definitely Russell. And it was just very uncomfortable silence for about 4 seconds, where I was like, oh, I'm kind of sticking out here, but I love ramen. No, it was really fun.
No, my favorite food would probably have to be
Teddy Grahams.
What? No, Teddy Grahams are pretty bomb, but no, they're not my favorite food ever. My favorite meal or like dish, like you said, would be my mother's burgundy beef with egg noodles.
See, that's like cheating because no one can go get that.
Dude, you can get burgundy beef actually at a few places.
But okay, what's your favorite like thing that you can physically buy at a restaurant? It could be one restaurant, but it's something that someone could go get.
If I have to be honest, anything that's orange chicken or cashew chicken. I love
Chinese style Asian food.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh my god, yes.
I feel like maybe someone else out there correct me. Is orange chicken? You know how burritos are kind of an American invention of Mexican food?
Yeah.
Is orange chicken an American invention of Chinese food, or is that a Chinese thing that we've adopted?
It's actually a Chinese thing because it's so citrusy. They like were kind of the ones that coined the citrus for like that kind of food, I think.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
I'm going to be really honest. Americans do not try and health anything up, and so fruit is like not really the way they're going to go.
The Chinese like empire and stuff, and a lot of the food they developed was like 1,000 years ago. So it probably wasn't.
They didn't have oranges. Would they have had oranges? No, because where did oranges
Well, oranges are like a tropical thing. So would they have oranges in the old world? Like, you know, the old world as in like England, or not England, Europe, Asia, and Africa?
No, it was like a fig. Figs were like one of the beginning.
But figs are like a Middle Eastern thing.
That's what I'm saying, though. Figs are like one of the beginning fruits. That we were
harvested.
Aware of. Yeah.
So is orange chicken like oranges? Is that an American thing? Because like Florida.
Say that again.
Orange chicken, like oranges.
How do you say that? How do you say that color?
Orange.
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 It's not orange. It's orange.
Okay, whatever. But I'm just wondering, is it an American creation, or is that actually legitimately something that was brought over here? Because there's a lot of things that we have in like American food.
I would have to Google it, and again, my phone's dead, so I cannot Google anything right now. But I'll check it out. We'll talk about it at the next podcast for sure.
So that'd be really interesting to know what, like, when you think of exotic food or something.
Have we talked about tofucking? Because I think we need to talk about tofucking.
We already talked about tofucking. Tofucking is incredible.
Oh my god.
So wait, a turducken is a turkey?
No, it's a chicken. No.
It's a
duck stuffed inside of a chicken stuffed inside of a turkey, right?
Yeah. Ooh, yo, my computer's like at 5%, so we'll have to end this.
Very soon. Well, yeah.
But
we can talk about more
so,
next week.
If I haven't already said it, I'm editing 2 podcasts together because we've just been talking. So there might be a very hard left turn into some other random topic.
Yes.
Because this is a podcast about everything and nothing. And essentially it's just me and Emma sitting in a car talking about stuff. Oh yeah, if you don't know, we recorded this one in a car because the other room we were recording is really echoey and my car is not. Echo. And my car's fairly big, so it's really comfortable to do this, in my opinion. And we just have like the microphone sitting between us. We gotta upgrade. I know.
Aww.
But
alright, well, have a beautiful night, guys. We love you.
Nah, I don't love you guys.
No, you're an ass.
No, I do love you guys. Oh,
you guys rock. You the bomb. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it more than you know.
Wait. I'm going to edit that one out. Let's do 2 different endings because I'm going to do the ending for the last one. Okay, depending on what you just heard, this is the end of one of the podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. We upload every weekend. We also upload to a YouTube channel of the same name, See What Sticks, so we'll have it on there. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, we have a SoundCloud of the same name. And stick with us every week. Feel free to email us. It's in the description on the YouTube channel and the SoundCloud channel. We love you. You guys are the best.
You guys rock. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate your dedication and listening to our random ramblings every week. It's definitely flattering. So, thanks a bunch.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.